Oh, Fuji, why are you so Fuji? Stay tuned because we have news. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One and Only Europe. So stay tuned because today we're gonna talk about Fuji here and there. They just released an announcement, an official one, when they say, guys, please bear with us, we're gonna fix the autofocusing. But I think I never considered Fuji, so let me know down here in the comments if you were able to get your hands on a Fuji and if you're using it for photos or for videos. Now for photos, I know that you are also impressed by the X-Trans sensor, which is an APS-c, but with this special filter, which is not the Bayer filter, they have their own filter for colors. I know you are all pleased. I know you have your film simulations and many things and tricks and gimmicks that make Fuji special, but for professional use, let me say one thing or two, because they try to compete to other brands, the HS20 and the S version, and then the X100V and 6 version. They were all sold out for months, so either the production was not enough or the orders were way too many that everybody wanted to have this Fuji for still photography and in front of your neck. But if you have a Fuji X100VI and then you got the latest software update and you're using it for stills but also for video, the AF continuous is lacking, is not working so well. And these are just a few models that they are aware of, but also the XT4 and 5, they were not performing that well for what concerns autofocus. Now, I never used autofocus that much. I'm a prime shooter, I'm a zone focusing shooter when I'm using Leica's or rangefinder, but when I'm using a Sony or more recent cameras like mirrorless, like the one that I'm using right now to record this episode, then I want to be spoiled. I want the whole package. I want the auto white balancing to work well. I want a good stable like the one I had in my Lumix, and I want an autofocusing and tracking, so I don't have to take care of that aspect because I'm delegating to my camera. And if you have a Fuji, well, you could not do that. So bear with Fuji because they said they will fix it, starting from the best cameras, the most expensive ones like the medium format and the video dedicated cameras, and then probably will be a cascade down to all the other models. So I'm sure they will make it up to you. Finger crossed, because I have max esteem for Fuji despite I'm not a Fuji user. And then it was a few days ago, maybe a week or 10 days or so, that I started hearing these new rumors, because Fuji is probably announcing a new camera, they're talking about a new sensor, you know, probably they felt they were the odd one out. So in a world where everybody is transitioning towards full frame, they were stuck with APS-c. They said, we can do it with APS-c, we can do better, we have some advantages, they're smaller, they're cheaper, so on and so forth. And so they didn't want to join the full frame crowd, to the point that they developed medium format cameras for professional use. And so if you are following Fuji, you know that they made great things out of that medium format cameras. Like, I can only imagine these beautiful, stunning landscapes taken in Japan or wherever in the world. But guys, if you want to go for volumes, you have to have a full frame sensor. So probably, and this is yet to be confirmed by the announcement, they're having another official meeting, Fuji, on October 14th, so stay tuned with that. Probably they will start reasoning or hitting the full frame sensor part of the market. And so full frame, is it a bargain or is it a betrayal? Because original Fuji users, I think they were so used to talk about APS-c is the best that now full frame, they might feel betrayed. But I'm not sure about it. The only thing that I want to know is how good and how competitive this camera will be, because let's face it, it is not just a new sensor and a new camera, it's a whole new system, because they don't have full frame glasses so far for Fuji, available for Fuji, not to mention third party. So if it's confirmed they're going for full frame, then if then is like a query in the computer, then they will have to develop this whole new system, and it takes time. I mean, think about Nikon, where they transitioned from DSLRs to mirrorless. It took a while, it took a minute or so for them to realize how to do things properly, and then they started developing the Z9, the C6 III. Now they are on par or even better versus competitors, but for a long while they were just losing clients. They were migrating towards Sony. Now, I am myself a Sony user right now for reasons that I cannot even explain to myself, but I'm starting to appreciate the main things that I want from a camera. That means a reliable system, because camera body, they were not making the difference when I started shooting with films, but now they are making a difference because they have to be reliable with the stable and I don't know how many f-stops of dynamic range and the magnification and so on and so forth. Many things that can help you. And I want the body to be compact and lightweight, but I also want great glasses because I'm also spoiled about image quality. So image quality glasses, it is something that with Fuji you will never have to be scared of, because they know how to do glasses. They have this beautiful 23mm, which is so well appreciated by everybody. They have plenty of glasses, 100 to 400, so on and so forth. They know how to craft glasses. I don't know if they will be able to resolve great image quality once they acquire and they start producing full frame sensors. So stay tuned, because we're gonna follow the announcement and comments it. And now guys, this was a trial. I was not used to this wide of a glass. I'm using a 20mm right now. I had to put everything in order, because otherwise, like with 20mm, you can see if I have things going around or wrong, or if it's messy behind myself. But then I will go out and start vlogging with that. And this camera proved to behave also with a cheap $150 Viltrox glass, like the one that I'm using now, which is not my point of reference for photos, but for videos and for vlogging, it's more than welcome. And so once again, the Sony E-mount that has been around for a while allowed many companies to develop and to optimize products, even if they are not the official expensive ones. So I can't wait for Fuji to join the crowd and see where they're going to position themselves, because we have the best autofocusing and tracking, which is Sony. We have the best stable, which is, in my humble opinion, Lumix, but also Canon and Nikon. They are good hybrids. And let's see if Fuji, they are starting for focus on stills, or if it's gonna be a new hybrid camera for shooting photos and videos with a full frame Fuji. Stay tuned. Please let me know down here in the comments if I missed anything, or if there's something else that I should consider. Otherwise, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it to the social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the reviews to come. And I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.